What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. It's going to be the Season 2 Hellfire Gala Marvel Rivals Devlog Volume 5. Well, Dev Vision Volume 5, because I think they have Devlog as like the blog post. This is the Dev Vision, so like the visual version, I guess, of their patch notes and updates and stuff. So yeah, let's see what they say. I'm curious to see, one, characters that are getting buffs, two, if they're gonna have another like domination map, because we only have like 2 or 3 right now, and they've added 2 new convoy maps and convergence maps. Also, I'm really hoping that they reduce the 1,000 season tokens for 100 credits. I hope that they drop it down to be a little bit cheaper. I would also love to see like a rework to their like mission system. I would also like to see events, like if we can get a glimpse of like what's going to go on throughout the season, because again, they're only dropping 2 characters as far as I know. So 2 characters in the span of like 3 to 4 months, again, not a bad thing. But when you start with 4 your first season and then you cut it in half, that's probably going to cause some problems with like expectations. So we'll see. But I don't know. Let's see what they have to say. Let's see what they have to say. Season 2 Hellfire Gala.
Dear Rivals, Guang here.
Also an interesting
Welcome
comic
to
event for them to pick
Season 2
too.
of Marvel Rivals.
New heroes, new maps, and new team-ups.
After the intense Eternal Night saga
Emma
and the
Frost.
defeat of Dracula, Emma Frost has prepared a
Interesting
lavish
we didn't get
celebration,
Blade.
inviting everyone to don their best attire
I was totally
and venture
expecting
to the
Blade.
mutant heaven of the living island Krakoa for the annual Hellfire Gala. But as we all know, heroes never truly get a peaceful vacation. The uninvited Ultron has crashed the party, and the attending heroes must spring into action to protect Krakoa's greatest treasure from his grasp. Emma Frost is a formidable vanguard, a master of telepathy and a shining diamond on the battlefield. She can adeptly utilize her telepathic and diamond abilities as the situation demands, standing at the forefront to shield her allies and obliterate her foes. And as for Ultron, stay tuned for
so Ultron
the
is the
exciting
second
updates
character
in Season 2.5.
Yeah, so it is only 2 characters.
We will introduce the first adjustments to team-up abilities, welcoming new team-ups while tweaking or removing some existing ones. We hope that these dynamic changes will enhance our heroes and gameplay environment.
Actually, let me see that list again. I mean, they still have Venoms. They still have Rockets. There's the Rebirth one, Gamma Charge. Has Namor always been in that one? I don't know if Namor's always been in that one. Oh wow, are they removing the metallic one with Wanda and Magneto? What? They're also removing, what is that, Cap? Oh, they're removing the Thunder one. But they're adding fastball special. I didn't know the Thing could throw. They update his Thing wasn't in there before, was it? Huh. Okay, interesting. Oh wait, Chilling Charisma was Namor, right? Did they change him to the Gamma Charge? I think they might have. Lunar Force, yeah. Dimensional Shortcut. Oh my god, they removed Bucky from the ammo overload from Rocket. There's no more Bucky and Rocket combo. Wow, that's crazy. But they do have a new Cap and Bucky team up. And then a new Emma Frost, Magneto, and Psylocke. Mental projection? Is that what that says? I can't see, the words are in the way, but dude, for me specifically, the Rocket Bucky one, that's a big one. It's a big change. Also the Wanda Magneto one, I didn't know if that was like a big problem, but she's now with strange. And also removing the chilling charisma from Namor, I think is interesting because I think that made his what do you call it? His octopuses. I think it made one of them like the cold one. I think that's what that was. But either way,
Team ups
it's
while
interesting.
tweaking or removing some existing ones. We hope that these dynamic changes will enhance our heroes and gameplay environment with even more thrilling experiences.
So I've been diving into this
And
free
an ad.
roguelike
2
FPS
minutes into
demo
the
called
video.
Dead
Okay.
Zone Rogue. Honestly, wasn't expecting.
Roadmap. Okay.
Since the launch of Season 1, we've been deeply contemplating how Marvel Rivals can continuously deliver fun and engaging experiences for you all. During this time, several discussions on social media have certainly added some pressure on us to keep the game as exciting as it has been since December. To a certain extent, we agree. Upon reflection, we believe the core mission of Marvel Rivals should always be to fulfill everyone's fantasies about Marvel superheroes. But what does that fantasy entail? Is it controlling multiple heroes simultaneously, or providing heroes with diverse experiences that transcend competitive boundaries? We've been exploring new modes internally,
Okay.
and when the prototypes are well defined, we will unveil them as special event game modes. Of course, there remains the fundamental dream to integrate even more exciting Marvel heroes into Marvel Rivals. After extensive internal discussions and thorough evaluations, we've decided that starting from Season 3, the seasons will shift to a
Seasons will shift to a 2-month format. Okay. Okay, so this kind of addresses what I was talking about. This is good. This is good. So they're saying starting Season 3, I mean, I'm going to let them talk, but at least what it says here. Starting Season 3, a new hero debuts each month. So seasons are going to be 2 months. And this is, like I said, this is kind of addressing what I was talking about. For them to kick off Season 1 with 4 heroes, right, in a 3-month time span, and then in another 3-month time span you only get 2, I think they definitely set their expectation bar a little bit too high for themselves, unfortunately. But this is good, for them to kind of say hey, we've had a lot of pushback, and not pushback, but more people have expressed online that hey, you're kind of cutting the content in half. What are you gonna make up for that kind of? Again, they did it to themselves. I'm not gonna lie. If they had done 2 the first time, the game might not have exploded as much as it did with how much different kind of strats and things people were finding because there were 2 different characters. But a new hero every month, that's that's good pacing, I would say. And that means new seasons faster. If they can keep up with it, good on them. I just hope that they're not taking too much, too big of a bite. That they can't keep up with what they're saying. Because that's worse, to be honest. When they bring this out and then they release one season, they're hey, we kind of don't have things ready, and then everything just gets pushed back, and it's bro, you could have just stuck with what you had, and yeah, sure, we would have been a little bit bummed, but again, I think they've kind of put themselves in a bit of this pickle. But
month format, with a new heroes debuting each month. Additionally, rated systems will be adjusted accordingly,
okay,
and we will provide detailed insights.
that is true. That means the battle pass system will have to get kind of reworked a little bit. Meaning, I hope not less content, but I get it, if the seasons are shorter. But that does mean probably the amount of chrono tokens you get, and that such and such, and events and whatever.
For the launch of Season 3, with our goal of keeping the audience's excitement alive, just like our opening month, the real adventure with Marvel Rivals is just beginning.
Dude, a new hero every month, bro? That's a lot. I'm not gonna lie, dude. That's a lot of heroes. I mean, it's Marvel. You know, they definitely have a big like, you know, cast. I mean, you can pull from all comics, but I mean, dude, in 1 year, that's essentially 12, right? New characters. That's a lot of characters to balance, add. You know, make sure that they're not breaking the game. You know, one also like adding like new abilities, things that don't just feel like the same copy paste. Because some characters do have similar move sets, right? Abilities, but obviously creating it in game, you'll have to kind of adjust, make them feel different. Mission system
After
adjustments.
thorough
Okay.
testing and analysis of backend data, we've identified that the current mission system design lacks clarity in guiding players on how to earn chrono tokens through gameplay.
Okay.
This has resulted in some active players being unable to fully claim all rewards from the battle pass by the end of the season. To address this issue, we are implementing weekly missions alongside the existing daily missions and challenges, while the total number of chrono tokens available will remain unchanged.
Wait, what? While the total number of chrono tokens available will remain unchanged.
We've rebalanced the distribution of points across daily, weekly, and challenge missions. This adjustment aims to provide players with a smoother expectation of the chrono tokens they can earn through regular logins and gameplay, ensuring that active players can successfully acquire all Battle Pass rewards by the end of the season.
I know I'm pausing a lot, but this is important stuff. You know, after season 1, this is things that are definitely like, I mean, the season 3 thing. You know, already saying that they're gonna change, you know, one new character every month. I don't know how I feel about that. I think that's kind of putting a band-aid on an open gash. I don't know if adding weekly missions is going to change the way that people feel about the game itself in terms of like progression and like battle pass, you know, cuz I really do think that like it feels very mobile gamey, that like you have to log in almost like 2 to 3 times a day just to complete everything, which then, you know, in turn, like obviously means that you can complete the battle pass, and you know the 1,000 chrono tokens is a lot if you even want to try to go for the extra units. I mean, I barely completed the battle pass. Actually, I don't even think actually, yeah, I barely completed it. And I played pretty regularly, I would say. I mean, I did as many challenges as I could. I did all the events. So you know, I don't know. I think it's more so just like I think the chrono token thing is cool, but like it needs to be added into like leveling and like game completion. Like you should be rewarded for playing matches as well. It shouldn't just be if you have challenges, because it's like once those are done, it's like the game's fun, cool, but like you know, if I have a battle pass, I want to progress towards that. Like I want those things unlocked. I think that's the bigger problem. So I think this feels like a band-aid on an open wound. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe adding weeklies and distributing the coins means that like you'll be getting more coins, but like with less playtime. Meaning that like if you play more, you know, you're technically getting more, but you're not, because they did say that they're rebalancing the amount you get. So I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'm not sure. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. I don't think that's
in season 2. We're excited to
remedy.
announce that we will begin adding new color options for some of the more popular costumes.
Oh, that's cool.
Providing even more opportunities.
Okay, that's interesting.
For personalization.
So like recolors.
Additionally, we're introducing a new feature that allows players
gifting?
to gift
Okay,
costumes.
Cool. Oh, here's the Ronin. The Hawkeye Ronin bundle. I mean,
we're introducing
I know it was already announced, but here's I guess a look on my channel for it.
Players to gift
Hawkeye Ronin
to their friends. This enhancement aims to foster better communication and interaction among friends within our game.
I mean, that's cool, I guess, gifting. I mean, you know, not like the biggest update. And like the color reskins, I hope that's not like, I hope you don't have to spend units, and I hope if you do, it's like 100, maybe 500. Because like reskins, you know, recolors, that starts to get in some pretty rocky, dangerous territory of like, potentially laziness, I guess you can say, if they're just like, oh, here's a reskin. It's like, bro, like, especially if they start putting in battle passes. If they add it in as extra and they don't remove content, fine, whatever, right? But if you're starting to remove content for just a reskin, I don't know. That just, this kind of feels a little lazy, but we'll see. Replay compatibility update.
For
What does
season
that
2,
mean?
we
Oh, the
made
replay mode.
upgrades
I thought
to
they meant
our
like
network
replayability.
protocols to enhance overall performance. Unfortunately, this means that replays from Season 0 and Season 1 will no longer be supported in the new client version.
Oh, damn.
So be sure to record your favorite videos to your local hard disk before the season begins. Thanks for your support.
Okay. I mean, good that they gave a heads up to people that want to keep it, recorded, but I don't care enough to have my, bro, I can't, my mouse wasn't showing up. Tournament plans, okay, stuff that I don't necessarily partake in.
As player excitement
For all the
continues
tournament
to
people out there.
rise, we are preparing for future tournament plans. We aim for high-level factions and players to showcase their skills on this stage, presenting thrilling matches for all Marvel Rivals fans. Next, let's welcome Zhiyong to share insights regarding the adjustments to team-up abilities and balance changes for Season 2.
Okay.
Hey Rivals, Zhiyong here with the latest
Zhiyong,
on
what's
Season
up, man?
2.0, packed with dynamic changes to team-up abilities, sweeping balance adjustments, and big updates to Ranked.
Ranked updates, okay. Dynamic evolution of team-up abilities.
Over the past seasons, we've been thrilled by your overwhelmingly positive feedback on our team-up abilities. On one hand, these team-ups have perfectly captured our wildest imagination of iconic superhero pairings. On the other, they've unlocked a whole new dimension of tactical combat. For Season 2, we are launching several brand new team-up abilities while fine-tuning some existing ones, all designed to deliver fresh, pulse-pounding experiences.
Okay. New team-ups. Here's the new ones.
Emma Frost stands as the team-up anchor, allowing Psylocke and Magneto to call on the White Queen's psionic abilities to create illusory projections.
Oh,
At the
shit.
heart of this pairing, Doctor Strange shares his arcane mastery with Scarlet Witch, imbuing her chaos energy with a new
shit, what the
mind-bending magical
fuck?
ability.
Dude,
Captain
that's gonna be a
America's
busted
unwavering
combo.
courage and unbreakable camaraderie inspire Winter Soldier to leap towards allies at critical moments and dish out a relentless counterattack.
What the hell?
In our quest to keep the tactical landscape sharp and prevent any one hero from being in an overabundance of team-up abilities or total the number of team-ups from ballooning too quickly, we are streamlining some of our existing ones, including removing some team-up abilities altogether and removing or adding members. Here's what's changing. Metallic Chaos and Voltaic Union will be completely removed from the game.
Okay.
Psylocke will be removed from Dimensional Shortcut.
Oh, I knew
Winter
Psylocke.
Soldier
Okay,
will no
I knew there was
longer
someone
be
else in
part
that one,
of Ammo Overload.
which is
Namor
crazy.
is being removed from sharing charisma.
Yeah.
Doctor Strange is stepping back from Gamma Charge. While Namor
I did not
will
know
be joining
Strange was in the
party,
Gamma Charge one.
complete with the ability to summon Gamma Supercharged monster spawns.
Season 1.5 review.
As Season 1.5 comes to a close, our analysis backed by community feedback, epic battles from top-tier players, and hard data reveals that our roster and lineup choices have remained dynamic and diverse. Consider the strength of Shields combined with the mighty duo of Groot and the Thing in the triple Vanguard lineup. With Magneto's damage and up, this setup gains increased initiative on flanks and enhanced pressure capabilities. Moreover, a pair of control-driven ultimates abilities synergizing with Magneto's out against standard double strategies lineups can deliver staggering burst damage, overriding enemy healing and securing a pinpoint KO. Then there's the dynamic pairing of Groot and Winter Soldier, where every move counts. Whether Winter Soldier's mechanical arm rails enforced for Groot's rapid wall barricade to cut off enemy vision and healing, or Groot unleashing his ultimate while the Winter Soldier utilized the splash damage from his main weapon to rapidly chip away a health, before finishing off enemies with his own ultimate ability. These synergies are as visually mesmerizing as effective. Not to mention our classic pairings, Hela and Loki, Adam Warlock and Star-Lord Mantis, and Hawk and Doctor Strange, each of which continues to prove their competitive might. This is exactly the kind of diverse and dynamic roster we love to see, and we are committed to preserving each hero's unique flavor and potential. Next, let's talk about some of the adjustments coming in Season 2. We are aware that some heroes have been struggling to find their place in the broader battlefield, such as Penny Parker, Scarlet Witch, Mr. Fantastic,
Witch.
Black Widow, Rocket Raccoon, and the lovable Jeff the
Black
Lone
Widow,
Shark.
definitely.
To bring more balance and endless tactical possibilities, we will be fine-tuning their strengths via team-up abilities or general balance adjustments. Note that these rebalances demand time for proper calibration, so you will see updates rolling out in both Season 2.0 and Season 2.5.
Okay.
Now, let's talk about some of the adjustments coming in Season 2.0. For Vanguards, Penny Parker will receive a buff,
Penny's getting a
while
buff.
Captain America, now a new team-up anchor, steps up his competitive edge. Meanwhile, Doctor Strange will see a slight nerf to his offensive power,
Doctor
offset
Strange
by
nerf.
improved survivability. For the duelists,
But more health?
expect Scarlet Witch and Winter Soldier to debut brand new aggressive team-up abilities, accompanied by buffs to heroes like Mr. Fantastic
Moon Knight
and
buff?
Moon Knight.
Oh my god.
Finally, strategists. We are set to enhance Rocket Raccoon's team utility, at the same time, to prevent battles from dragging on courtesy of Loki's regeneration domain and Adam Warlock's zone bond.
My
We will
god.
implement modest nerf to keep the fight fast, furious, and fundamentally fun.
Bro,
Keep your
Moon Knight
eyes
buff?
peeled
What are we
for
talking
our
about?
upcoming balance update announcement, where we will dive even deeper into these changes. The Season 1.5 hero pick rates and win rates are also set to be reviewed.
I'm glad that they're going to give
shortly.
Rocket more like a utility buff. Because I will say his ult in terms of like a support character's ult kind of sucks. I'm not going to lie. But, you know, used in the right situation
When
can be good.
Season 2.0 launches, we are shaking up competitive play by resetting ranks. Based on your Season 1.5 standings, each player will drop 9 divisions.
9
For
divisions.
instance, if you ended Season 1.5 at Diamond 1, you will start your Season 2.0 journey at Silver 1. Coinciding with the season update and with the increase in maps, we will be rotating maps to keep the battlegrounds fresh. For
Alright.
Season 2.0, Hellfire Gala Crocodile will enter the competitive pool, while Yaska Royal Palace and Tokyo 2099 Shun Shibuya will be retired from
I'm
ranked
so
play.
glad the
Tournaments will use the same map
domination is going.
rotation
I
as
don't
the
like that
competitive,
map.
but quick match and custom games will still feature every map, no rotation there.
Okay. So just map updates to the ranked pool. It's
We've
fine.
listened to your feedback about competitive play, and here's how we are leveling up the experience. First, we are raising the minimum level requirement for competitive to give new players more time to truly master the basics before stepping up to the big leagues.
I mean, 5 levels
Also,
is, yeah.
Pick and ban will now come into play starting from Gold 3
Gold 3.
rather than Diamond tier.
Interesting.
When a team includes players from Eternity or one above all, only dual queuing will be allowed. Finally, you all know that the score you earn per competitive match is determined by both the outcome and your individual performance. With the launch of Season 2.0, we will be increasing the weight of individual performances. The better you perform, the more points you will earn in victory, and the fewer points you will lose in defeat.
Okay, that's good. I guess, potentially.
We know many of you are interested in the distribution of players across the Season 1.5 tiers. To satisfy your curiosity, please enjoy this detailed histogram that lays it all out.
Okay. So So 20.6, so was that like 30, 50, 66? Okay, so about like 70 to 80-ish% of the players are diamond and lower. So that means I was like diamond 2, diamond 1. That means I was probably in the like top like 20 to 30%. Not fantastic when like you think of like eternity and one above all are like 0.3%. You know, top 0.3%, but that's not bad. I wanted to hit GM. I still have time, but my friend that I've been playing with, that we got all the way up to diamond. I got all the way to diamond with. It's also interesting that more players are in diamond than plat. That's an interesting. Usually it it rises and then drops, but technically there's 0.2% more players in diamond than plat, which is an interesting stat. The fact that it like rises back up just a little bit in a higher division. It's interesting.
In closing, thank you all for your unwavering support and passion. We can't wait to party with you at the Hellfire Gala. Ignite the battle.
Okay. Overall, I think they're making some good changes. I think like they're definitely acknowledging like their flaws and their strengths. The biggest change I would say by far is I think the seasonal, like the character, one character a month. That's huge. I know like right now it's like 1.5 months is a character. But I think even just that half a month, right? That's 15 less days of there not really being like a new update, I guess you can say. And each season, that's a whole month shaved off a season, which means more characters faster. If they can keep up with it, good on them. I think that'll answer a little bit of the fact that people probably think that they overstepped their bounds the first season and then now they're like cutting it in half. But the daily stuff, like the chrono token distribution, that one I have to see. I don't know. I'm not too sure how I feel about that one. That one might be, like I said, it might feel like a band-aid on an open wound. I don't know. We'll have to see about that one. What else do they talk about? The team up abilities are going to be interesting. Like some of the reworks and the new edition ones, like that Scarlet Witch and Doctor Strange one looks kind of crazy. Also, we'll have to see how the Gamma Namor monsters work, because the other ones basically slowed you. I wonder if the Gamma ones do the same thing as when you get hit by Hulk's Gamma thing, where like you just get frozen. Like that would be kind of crazy, where like you can't take damage, but you can't act. You also can't get healed. That would be kind of nuts. I'm not gonna lie. It's gonna be interesting though to see what the Gamma does. The rank stuff, it's all cool. Like not that big a deal. Like adding 5 more levels, I really don't think is gonna like make the biggest change. The biggest difference. Removing that domination map, I'm glad. Removing the Tokyo one, I like that one, so it's a bit of a bummer. But I get that they gotta keep the pool, smaller, I guess. The costume recolors and stuff, overall, like on paper, sounds good. I just hope it's not like doesn't end up getting abused to where like it's kind of just like their cop out way of like adding in, extra shit, but like removing, other content that's good. But yeah, like I said, I think the biggest thing was definitely the seasonal changes. Like how long and how many new characters a month kind of thing. Like one new character a month. So we'll see if they can hold on to that promise. It's a big ask, but we'll see. So either way, without further ado, let me know what you guys think. I think so far it looks pretty sick. I'm excited. We'll have to see, how Emma Frost plays. She's a Vanguard, so she's a tank, which is interesting. But we'll have to see. But yeah. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know your thoughts, comments. If you agree, disagree with what I say, that's fine. Cool by me. If you're new to the channel, subscribe would be greatly appreciated. And if you want to see more Marvel Rivals content, if they drop like another devlog or something, I'll definitely be posting it. But yeah, stay cool, stay safe. See you guys in the next one. Peace out.